Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much for your great support to this channel, and I don't take it for granted. Now, today, the former Prime Minister Raila Odinga had paid a visit to the people of Siaya country, and he attended the funeral of the late Evans Orenjo, who was laid to rest today. But before I analyze whatever Raila said, I want to condole with the family members for losing their beloved one. May his soul rest in peace. Now, on Raila's speech, while he was speaking, the people looked gloomy. They were a little bit gloomy, and it was a kind of political rejection being shown to Raila Odinga, by the way. And without wasting of time, I want us just to go straight to that video clip, which I want to display to you to understand how things went there. Because it forced Raila Odinga to talk about the Gen Z, to talk about the pension, compensation, and several things. It was a kind of, feeling that the ground is hostile, and he was forced to pamper Ruto and also to pamper the people of Siaya and the people in the Republic of Kenya as well. Let's listen to him, then I'm going to carry on with this discussion.
And I want to say this so that it can be understood properly, because the media keep on all the time misinterpreting what we've been saying. You said it so many times clearly that Kenya requires a national convention. We want to have a national convention. The people of Kenya, or the representatives, will come together to talk constructively about problems which are facing our country today. Kenya is at a critical juncture. We either move forward or we perish. Because we don't want to perish, we need that conversation. And that is what I had proposed, that we must have this conversation that take cognizance of the demographic profile of our nation. And that there are several issues that need to be discussed at that convention. But I've also said that there matters precedence, issues that must be dealt with first before that convention can be had. This includes, number one, compensation for the families of the victims of violence last year and this year. Two, paying of all the hospital medical bills of the victims of police violence last year. Number three is a release of all people who have been arrested and are in police custody. Number four is the dropping of all the pending charges which are pending in courts. Number five is the sacking and prosecution of all police officers who have been involved in criminal violence against innocent Kenyans who are actually exercising their rights as enshrined in the Constitution. And then we said that once that has been done, then people will sit down and dialogue. And we've also actually come up with what that dialogue should be about. The issues that have been raised by Gen Zs are not new issues. There are similar issues which we raised last time, even last year on the streets. We talked about unemployment in our country. We talked about high cost of living in our country. We talked about corruption, rampant corruption in the country. We talked about tribalism and ethnicity, discrimination in our country. And then we talked about management of debt in the country. These are critical issues that need to be discussed. But thirdly is the issue of governance. We have a new constitution, but we're not actually following that constitution. There are issues which were pending. Kenyans met at Bomas of Kenya and deliberated for a very, very long time and came up with a very, very progressive constitution. That constitution was bastardized to a certain extent during the so-called...
Now you've listened to Raila Odinga. You've listened to him. I think this is basically clear that Raila Odinga is being rejected in Nyanza region. The comments I'm reading, or you've also read, how people reacted will tell you a lot. And I decided just to pick 1 or 3 points here to read for you as I am displaying it on our screen. We have this person called at Jeff Wasike 9316. Can't agree more. He lost it. That is Jeff Wasike. We have this person called at Faith Mwangi. We can't trust him again. We can't trust him again. Then we have at user OU 5HM9U2I. Even those who rejected him at the ballot in 2022, you want Raila to be good when things go bad, but treat him but when things go well. Are you understanding whatever this man is saying? Even those who rejected him at the ballot in 2022, you want Raila to be good when things go bad, but treat him bad when things go well. So that is the comment. People are now commenting. It is both positive and negative comment. Well, Kenya is a country, freedom of expression. Every person has that feeling to express his or her feeling. But the truth of the matter is that Raila Odinga is regretting on joining hands with Ruto. When you look at his move, on his facial expression, will detect and tell you. About several rumors today I've even analyzed in the afternoon about people saying that Raila and the other groups, they are not Luo. They are Western people who just bought land in Siaya. But I don't want to dig much on that, because I deserve respect to Raila Odinga as my leader ever before, and also to any leader in the country. I must respect any leader in this country, because respect is paramount. What always differs us is politics, because our forefathers had placed it, political disagreement in some years back down the line, or some years back. Raila have talked about helping people, government to help those who lost their life. But it is a kind of speech kwa shingo upande, because the Gen Z pressurize him, the other people are also pressuring him. That is what I have concluded from Raila Odinga. But the truth of the matter is that impressive which the Siaya people always have to receive Raila have gone. We had even Orengo said it, that don't be happy on that CS election. It might be a long game. So that is what happened in Siaya on Raila Odinga visitation. And that is what I can conclude. You've had Kenyans are also saying Raila betrayed. So they have that mentality. It is something which we cannot hide. But they are trying to express that feeling that this man has betrayed us. We don't want to trust him. Him and Ruto and all those regime who are working in Kenya Kwanza government. I think that is why all these things are happening. So as I conclude, Raila Odinga was testing the ground, because this is the first time we are hearing Raila Odinga speaking public. So there's nothing to hide but just to speak the truth. Then lastly, the pressure from the people have made Raila to come out and speak the direction the country is headed to. So that is all which took place in Raila's visitation to Siaya. I rest my case at this point, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for your subscription, and if you never subscribe, please subscribe. Like the video. Some of you are watching my videos, but they don't give a thumb up like. Please do me a favor, like my videos, watch, share, and give us your opinion. I rest my case at this point. Meanwhile, unaweza sema nini kuhusu Raila Odinga vile amepokolewa leo Siaya?